The bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the... Oh, wait. We're doing an Elena movie. I guess roll the intro. In the kingdom old and grand, Elena, princess bravely rules the land. Elena, with her family by her side, it's a wild and daring ride. Elena, Elena of Avalor. So, if y'all hear a little in the background, that's my heater. You got a heater in Arizona? No, you know why? This ain't Arizona. Ain't no Hold'em. So lay your... Never mind. I'm back in Missouri. Moving on. Alright, roll the intro. This is gonna be Elena of Avalor Season 3, Episode 6, hour-long special. We're in the magic. This is the one I've been waiting for that you're all gonna know I'm right. Esteban is a criminal. Pass it on all the time. I know for sure this time. And drink your Shirley Temple. A cup of tea. And a mega monster. Unleash the beast. He's like, I should have showed you. I'll post a video of opening these in the description. Looks cool. So anyways, let's get into it. So, you know, they're preparing for Carnival. It's a good idea. So, while they're preparing for Carnival, you know, Elena's there, and they're in the Grand Council room. Her, Gabe, Mateo, Naomi, and Zuzo. They're not going to let Isabel get sleep deprived, and she's going to be bored. She wants to be in the team to actually fight them instead of just for 4 hours. Where is she? Wandering the woods like she was an hour before that, and an hour before. How many hours have you been there? You're like, even Zuzo fell asleep. I don't blame him. I would just leave and let's check back here a little bit. But no, and then they said, Ash has gone past the landmark at some point, right? Yes, we have to. It's the only way we can pinpoint where she is. Maybe she doesn't. How do we know Ash is not just... Maybe she's walking back and forth, pacing. You know, if you walk back and forth for 3 hours, one thing's going to happen. One, you're going to be super tired, and second, you're not going to pass any landmark and not go anywhere. So they said, so then Francisco comes in, she goes, that's what we're doing. Looking for Ash. He says, y'all gotta take a break. I said, great, they all leave. Then he says, catching Ash is important, but not as important as your health. Okay, I'll take a break. No, maybe it's one little peek. Far sight, she's high. Then said, this doesn't work. The Jacqueline constellation. Could it match the stars? It's a star map. No one thought to check the stars in that order. So she says, it's under Tepid Mool. Have I not been saying this for the past 5 episodes? I think, why isn't nobody check under Tepid Mool, the capital of ancient Meru? No, hear me out. Takaina is where the Meruvians have all their magic. Like, okay, let's say that since I'm originally from Texas, okay? I have a magic star. But I'm not gonna put it in Texas. I'm gonna put it in, what's someplace out there? I'm gonna put it in Maine. Someplace I've never been, because why would I keep it in Texas? No, I wouldn't do that. So why does she think it's not under Tepid Mool? No one checks under there. We haven't had archaeologists, archaeomagicologists. No one checked under it. What kind of wizards do we have running this? Oh my gosh. So finally we know where it's at. And Zeus says, I knew it'd take a break. She found Takaina! Elena did not know she was looking for it. Pass it on. You think she would know, but she doesn't. So what's that? And he's talking about where all the Maruvians have their magic, like my scepter? Yes. And if someone as wicked as Ash gets her hands on even a piece of one of them, the whole world could be in danger. Ash might take all the magic. Is it possible? Possible for a lot of people to get the magic and take most of it, yeah. Almost all of it, so yeah. I'm sure it's got a limited amount of magic, but you know what I mean by that. So wait a second, if Ash can get that power, why can't Elena and Mateo do it? Oh wait. It's Elena, not Mateo. So. I'm sorry, I was thirsty. So anyways, you know, Ash is there and she told Mateo, I know where Ash is. And then she said, go back to the palace and bring reinforcements. So you go get Naomi. And she's there. Oh, it's one of those, a crank. And she pulls up and she goes, Blaze! And she goes, Contali! You know, and then they finally, and then they go, it's Betsy. Boom! A thing falls on her and goes, Level Luke, where'd she go? And she goes, Contali! Oh no, Elena! She falls in the crystal well! Well, I feel bad. I really do, but a lifelong dream finally comes true. Isabel's ruler of Avalor. No, never mind. No, she's not. Elena miraculously floats out of the well and her dress turns silver instead of white for some reason. The belt is silver and the earrings are silver and even the flowers in her hair. And her scepter's all looking different and new now. Why? I have no clue. Then she goes, Mokato, she goes, boom. Is blocking spells an element of light now? This is no longer a scepter of light. This is a scepter of ultimate power now. Even Tail says, when can your scepter reflect spells? Said, I guess it's now. Now I even feel tired. Imagine if Shariki just had that power. Both of them. That would have been a fun battle, man. Really fun. Probably worked out that it turned out the same way anyways. You know what I mean? Well, no, because reflect spell would have been a lot more entertaining. So anyways, you know, Ash couldn't believe that Elena got the power. And she tried again. She went, Contali! Knocked her down until it was there and she went, Consolage! Like, kind of like Piero and Gager goes, freeze! Until right ahead of you. And Ash is there like, just the look on it like, so anyways, it says, take this to the dungeon. Elena says, all of Avalor's criminals are finally behind bars. No, you still got a step on, but she doesn't know. So he goes, I think I can do a backflip. One backflip. Whee! And her dress lights up. And she says, did all this L I have dressed? I think I can do 2 backflips. It's yellow, and then butterflies come out. You know, I don't think line of dresses are a good sign of... Our line of dress is a good sign of Avalor. Oh, so they can be, but not all the time. Do I think they're always good? No. Even the good spells. So he says, we need to practice our samba for the carnival. Yes, well, so much for resting. So I washed up. So she puts down her scepter and goes, she says, I used to be alert. Then said, so nobody would get hurt. Now we all sing along to a very special song. And I'm filled with emotion I cannot recognize. I'm happy to feel so free. Happy to be alive. We're happy, so happy to be alive. While she's singing this song, it is good magic. But I don't agree with this, and I'm going to explain why. She passes by, they're building a float. They have a Flow model, and it comes to life, an Alpacamundi named Flow. This is gonna be a 1-episode thing, right? The entire season 3? No, why? I didn't ask for this. And Esteban's not in this opening. Great, 4 at once. And I checked this time. He's not in the opening. I hope Elena finally drops the step on like a bad habit on the face. So anyways, she sees him come around and says, "You're a float mall." Well, that's a mouthful. You can just call me Flo. Saying you're alive? That's a nice name too, but no Flo. She goes, Zuzo. Nah, sticking with Flo. So she's ruining Mateo's room and says she just came alive. I don't know what's happening. Woo, the plant thing starts spinning and her dress lights up a different color. Purple. That's anxiety. Imagine how long my clothes would be lighting up if that was me. Especially in that color. Like, oh no, it's lighting up. You know, honestly, if this dress lights up and it costs magic, wouldn't that make the anxiety worse? I mean, it's an emotion, but okay. So it says your emotions are making magic. My emotions are making magic? He said, but you know, it has a built-in warning sign, lights up. He says, on the bright side. Zuzo, leave the bad jokes to Elena, Mateo, please. We have Lana who... No, we were not scared, you jester. That's the jokes I want back, not the... Oh, leave on the bright side, your dress has a built-in warning. No. That's a bad joke, man. So they're at the flyout models, you know, and... You know, there's something very important. There are a bunch of things are stolen, so she says, I wish I knew what happened. And the chapter shows Flo eating, jumping on stuff, and she's bad, Flo. So, she's got new scepter powers. No, they're for light, like I said, scepter holds most power. So I guess how truth vision doesn't really telltale vision. Anyways, Marlena, Naomi, and Gabe are trying to practice song, but Doña Paloma wants to do it. So it's a new song. Cast your eyes on the wonder of me. Just screams winter, doesn't it? Makes me want to scream. Since I'm having costumes made for each of you, and I gotta find out some way to spruce up this poor excuse for a float. Look, Doña, I'm not against the costumes. Make the girls wear nice dresses, cool hats, feathers, yeah. And the song, I want it to be more upbeat. I originally would. And the float sprucing up's nice. But the problem I have is with cast your eyes on the wonder of me. No. I would prefer the song Love Always. It was nicer, the song that they sung, I'm not gonna lie, but I want more upbeat. Like Love Always. That's not right. Okay, you know what I mean. So, you know, they're there having a meal, and you're talking about Carnival, and says that her parents love Carnival. And it says they're working on their floor the day Shariki came. And said, who's Shariki? Oh, it's right, Flo's day old. She doesn't know about Shariki yet. It says Shariki was an evil sorceress who cast on my stone parents and made them not alive. It says when you're going to see your Carnival float, so no, she goes, that's the saddest thing I ever heard. Because Esteban did. He went, huh? You went with him that day to build the float? I had to leave on important world business. Let me get this right. Chancellor Esteban, age 15, had to leave on important world business when he wasn't even Chancellor, just a cousin of the princess? Why did he have to leave on urgent royal business? So there was a more important Carnival. Said, what could be? And this is, I don't remember, okay? It says, Esteban, I'm sorry, it's all blur me. Why don't you have Elena use your telltale vision? He literally jumps out and goes, no! It says, Esteban. It's coming, isn't it? She grabs the scepter. Here it comes, everybody. I promised you, I'm right. Esteban's the villain. Here we go. Where was Esteban the day my parents were working on the floor? He said, no. There's a boat with him and Victor and our person. Has a hat and a brown shawl and a green dress. We don't know who it is yet. And then it says, the king and the queen are on the way to pass as we speak. It said, we can sneak past centuries to see, and then we will rule Avalor together forever. Shariki. And Elena's like, and Isabel's like, what? And his parents like, his grandparents are, can't believe it. And then even Luisa says, Esteban? And he goes, you helped her? He goes, no, no one's supposed to get hurt. Uh-oh, anger, and says, you betrayed us. All the food goes everywhere, all the silver. Picture starts spinning on the wall, and she says, guards, seize Chancellor Esteban and take him to a dungeon. He said, "What?" She said, I want him out of my sight. And they stand there in disbelief that Esteban helped Shariki. So, here's Doña Paloma. So she tells him to sing and says, do y'all learn my song? Gosh, yep. So she's there and she goes, cast your eyes on the wonder of me. The shining stars shine oh so bright. Cast your eyes on the wonder of me. And they said, does she know how bad this is? And she's like, oh, and she falls off the flow. So they said, we can't sing your song. And so why is it too difficult? They're singing Marlena's. And so you all agree? And even the musicians go like, so it says, have fun losing without me then. We see later. So they keep the dresses and the flow design. Gabe says, I'm not wearing that. I won't blame him. He's a guy. He shouldn't have to wear it. I mean, the hat, Gabe, it's cool, but no. So they said that Elena needs them for an emergency Grand Council meeting. So Ash, Victor, and Carla says, he says, 44 years of loyal service to a kingdom and you're treated like a common criminal? Oh, wait, you are. And Carla goes, and then he says, my family always forgive me, and familia always comes first. There's a chance for a Esteban. The Grand Council will see you now. And he's trying to look nice, and he's like, this is Chancellor Esteban. You've been brought before this council to answer for terrible crimes you've committed against Avalor, my mother and father, the king and queen. And he said, do you have anything to say before we decide your punishment? And he said, that when his parents died, he felt like he no longer had a place in the palace. No one listened to him like they listened to Elena. And since he was young and mad and arrogant, he said yes, because Shrika offered him power, but no one was supposed to get hurt. He realized the terrible mistake he made, and he wants to undo it now. And Esteban said, Francisco said, Esteban, your grandmother raised you as a son. I just don't understand how you could have done this to us. And, if it was a different criminal, it's not the family, I understand, but it's family, more so than Duke Cristobal ever was. So why is he acting like that? I would understand, too. I know what they mean by it. And he says that, he was upset. And he says, Esteban, I know what you did was wrong, but I think we should weigh your wrongs for a man you were back then who you are now. I said, yes. And Luisa said, you are wise and thoughtful man me more, but today you are wrong. She said, you brought harm to our familia. Then said, Avalor, I lost my daughter and son-in-law. Avalor lost his king and queen. Nothing can bring him back. Nothing. And Naomi said, I have to agree with Luisa. And then he says, Elena. And she said, I loved you like a brother. She did. And then says, and she says, I don't know how you could have done this to us. Said, but I don't think I could live my life happier knowing you're locked away in that dungeon. Which is why I'm sentencing you to exile. That's pretty extreme, Elena. Dang. And she says, you'll live out your days in isolation on Soledad Island. All in favor. Elena, Luisa, Naomi, even Flo. Don't know why. And then Francisco goes. And she goes, 3 in favor, 1 against. Council's rule. Okay. Technically not. I know Flo's not part of the council, but Esteban technically still is. So if we're counting all votes, including Flo's, that's 4 in favor, 2 against. It's the same result. You could just count it all. But no, Elena's like, I'm not going to count Esteban Flo because I'm crown princess and I can do whatever I want because I rich and I have money and power. No. So we'll take out your sentence after Carnival. So Esteban can't celebrate Carnival. Elena is a self-absorbed, they'll pass it on. So anyways, he said, "I'd rather start being Carly. I'm not stuck in here." He said, "If this is how your family forgives you, that funny way of showing it." Carly went, "Burn." She gets my own friend. "After what you did, we're no longer friends, Chancellor." She goes, "I got no have the right to ask, but could you do me a favor?" "Not a chance, Chancellor." On my desk, he gasped anyway. On my desk, there's a statue of a sunbird. It was the last thing my mom gave me before she sailed my pa to never return. And he goes, "No, right away, Chancellor." He goes, "What are you up to, Esteban?" And Isabel's there, and she goes, "Elena, you're here." He goes, and she's like, "It's okay." And she goes, "Let the carnival begin," because we don't have Esteban to do that no more. And then he got the sunburn and said, "Where's my pocket watch? You asked me for." "It was the last thing Papa sailed away, my ma, to never return. All right, wait, Chancellor." And then he said, "I never knew you had sentimental for value things." As he goes, "Oh, this?" Broke the house of the sunburn statue, had a key in there, and says he always had that in case Shariki betrayed him. Then says, "How far you think we get without us?" Then says, "No," and said that he may be able to make it past the guards. Maybe the wizard, maybe. But Elena, you need us. No, Esteban, remember what happened. You say you're a good man now. Remember what happened with Shariki, please. Nope. He does it again. He lets them out. And I don't know how they did this. I guess Esteban beat up the guards and they tie him up. And then says, "Elena, put your tambourines in the treasury." So they just beat up guards and didn't know that? He's out towards the booby traps. And he opens up where the tambourines are and looks up. It's a portrait of his family. He's like something I would never do. He's remembering his family. He says, "Esteban, what's taking so long?" So he gives him the tambourines and says, "Your assistance is no longer needed." I got double cross and said, "Oh, how far figure you without me? I know that all the royal guards' battle tactics. I know this country's on the back of my hand. Plus, a secret out of this palace." And Victor Darius puts his arm down and says, "Lead the way." So he teamed up with them again, and they were going through carnival and stuff like that. And during Paloma said, "If there's one thing I hate, it's being wrong." They said, "Join us." "Well, if you insist," and she comes back with her dress on. "We dance in spring with everyone, with everyone." So they're about to sing "Love Always," and they go, "Princess Elena, prisoner of escape with Chancellor Esteban," said, "How did they escape? They're locked in a dungeon." Apparently probably he gave them a key. On accident. "You what?" All the folks come to life and go crazy. And he's, "Elena, baby jacquins, baby jacquins, baby jacquins," and calms down the bar frog. But the earth floats are going crazy. So they're right away, and they fall off a cliff. Esteban and Carla. And she goes, "No, it's Ash, use your tambourine because this is broken." But this is the thing. Carla, I said, had the one Fierro gave her. Now she has the one that Zopilote gave her. How did she get it back? We know Victor doesn't have no tambourine now because it's broken. He had it for a long time, though. I think Mateo's had a long one too. But anyways, Ash is trying to grab her tambourine, and Carla falls and he goes, "Look!" And she goes, "Oh." This time I'm fine too if anyone cares. They don't, buddy, they don't. And then she says, "Come on, we've lost too much time to array." Takio waits and says, "No! We almost lost our daughter. We're done with these dark pursuits. So we need Takaya." said, "No, you do." So I'm done. She goes, "I gotta talk!" Oh my god. She's been wanting to do that for a while, but she turned Victor Stone and says, "Come on, Carla." And she goes, "I'm not going anywhere with you." "What, Esteban? Are you in or out?" "In. And I'm definitely in." He's scared, I bet. But Carla was too. She attacked Carla. So I can understand because that's her daughter. She probably doesn't want to hurt her. But Victor, she could care less about. So anyways, she made a big thing so they can't catch them. And the family's float goes off. So she's catching all the air floats with the song "Love Always to Find Love." Yesterday I fell into slumber and dreamt the whole night through of a land of golden beaches beneath the sky of brilliant blue. So when she finally catches up to them, she just sing with me. Isabel says, "Come horsing when you're bouncing up and down. So it doesn't matter, just sing. Love is like a dream you never wake from." So they start singing too. And all the folks are knowing, she said, "Leah's back, Naomi." So they go back to the fun. They go, "Love, always." And all the folks go back to normal. So she says, "I guess I can take care of." Then said the Ash put standstill spell on the guards. And by the time the tail undid, they were gone. And so what happened to him? And they had Carla, and she says, "My mother happened." And then said, "I thought she loved us." And then Elena said, "I know how it can feel to be wrong about family." Said, "Please, princess, can you do it? I'll do whatever you ask." And says, "Take him back to the palace. Deal with you later." So, Esteban got away. But Elena's there with her family. May you always know love that shines from deep inside. In your darkest hour, it'll be your guide. May its golden rays light your nights and days, and let your heart to overflow with love. Always love. Always love. Always. So, what have we learned from this episode? What have we learned, everybody? I'm speaking to you. My 103 subscribers, I'm asking y'all, what have you learned from this? Well, 1, we know Esteban got away with Ash. 1, we know Elena has the power of talking and her emotions create magic. 3rd of all, Jordy's always right. Who told you all from the first episode I did of this series, Esteban was the bad guy? I've always said, I told you that I know his game. I knew his game from day 1. I have been here for about a year now. An entire year doing this series. Since 2021 or 2022, whatever. We're now in 2024. I've been doing this series. And I told you from the first episode that I knew he was going to be the villain. I know all these people, "Oh, Jory, you're wrong. You just don't like Esteban." I know, and for good reason. Now y'all see why. Do I stand by what I say about Isabel and Elena? Yes. I don't think Elena should be ruler. I think she should be a helper. I think Isabel should be ruler. Maybe Naomi should be chancellor. Hope it's not Doña Paloma. But until then, that's it for our WTF moments. This is still true to Australian Michelle. Use code save money on G Fuel support channel. Check out Pokemon WTF moments. And until next time. We don't talk about Bruno, no. We don't talk about Bruno, no. We don't talk about Bruno. This is the second to last movie I'm filming in Missouri. So, on the Wednesday video, I will see you all back in my Texas recording room. Until next time, bye.